You're now tuned in to the Good, Bad, and Indifferent podcast. You got Omar, ShalomIsrael, and Chris. Yo, the people are waiting. Let's start the show.
Today, I am letting go of any stress that I am carrying and making room for joy.
A lot of joy.
Oh, wow, okay. So we're talking about clam chowder and mac and cheese. Balls. Nah, seriously. So we're talking about personal hygiene and intimacy.
Yes, so much to talk
which
about.
Which regards clam chowder and mac and cheese.
Yes. Yes. if you know, you know.
So much to talk about, Omar. Talking about if you know, you know.
I
know there's something I know.
What's that?
I know there are several reasons behind this
Clam chowder
association with
clam chowder?
With clam chowder and fish that I feel like should be brought to the table.
Bring it.
Okay? Because biologically, something I love about the vagina. Let me just preface all of this by saying that I am an educator. I do teach young children. Okay. And all of these conversations, I believe, should be had with your children at different stages.
Yes.
And I think it's very important to have them.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can be a little more lax or casual in your language, like I might be right now. However, I do think it's very important to talk about these things. So, biologically, I know that the vagina is one of several self-cleansing organisms in the body, or I should say self-cleansing organs in the body. I know the eye is one, the vagina is one. I think our lungs are another one. Of course, kidneys are the cleansing.
Yes.
Yeah, that is their function. But there are so many self-cleansing organs in the body, and the vagina is one of them, which is so funny because it catches a lot of heat, right, for the variations that it goes through, the reasons why it might smell like this, the female cycle. And the interesting thing is when you introduce certain things, like, for example, a penis.
All right.
Or a dick into it.
Yes.
That, among other things, a finger, a dildo, a tongue, a whatever.
Yep.
The pH balance of the vagina is just so. It's just so that it can create life. It can create the universe inside of it. So it has to be just so.
The universe.
So anything, the universe inside the vagina. And so anything can tip that balance and cause all of these horrific, in big quotes, because I know it's such a social crime and it's such a, you will be shamed and ostracized for the rest of your life. Heaven forbid this happen to your body. But I'm just saying it's part of the vagina, A, cleaning itself, B, trying to rebalance itself because the pH and the bacteria in the vagina is literally just so.
Okay.
And so I actually don't think that it's necessarily shameful or funny or like a shot or like insulting if you say that a woman smells like fish or you say that a woman... I'm wondering what dick was introduced to her vagina to make it smell like that. Or what person didn't... So I feel like men should take more accountability for the cleanliness and the personal hygiene of their body parts so that women don't have to then spend days afterwards rebalancing the pH inside of their vagina to get rid of whatever bacteria was introduced. Okay, and for the most part, for another thing, I will say, for men's benefit, they introduce all of these clean this and douche that and shove this up there and spray it up and cleanse, scrape it out. No, thank you. Not okay. Not always good for the vagina, can actually make it worse, can actually cause infection, can actually strip the vagina of the bacteria that it does need. So don't come at me with like, get the after wipes and get the sexy wipes and get the, no, thank you. It's not always a good look for us. No. So let me just go ahead and give you back your clam chowder and your fish because you don't understand what could be happening to the vagina and the process that it has. And P.S. it's doing that all by itself.
Okay,
and it
Queen.
should be allowed to do that.
First off, I don't know why you got so offended. I didn't say you smell like clam chowder.
I have absolutely, at certain points in my life, I am no different than anybody else.
But damn, you was coming for heads. Like you was like,
I will come for all the heads. I need to see him rolling.
What was her name from Alice in Wonderland? The Queen of Hearts, off with their heads. Like you was coming for throats.
I needed to be rolling just because I am no different than anybody else.
And I respect that, but goddamn, the volume wasn't even at a 10. That shit was past a 10.
I came in ready, guns blazing, because I gotta let people know.
Okay.
I gotta because I think men don't talk about it enough, but they do definitely throw
No.
the insults.
No. First off, listen. I'll let you know. Yes, a lot of men are dirty.
Yes.
Very, very dirty.
Yo,
But don't make it sound like all men out there with fungus on their dicks just putting it into pussies.
Not fungus.
they're putting it into a lot of things. I'm just saying, like, and they're not maybe being the cleanest.
The moss
okay?
grows on the north side of the penis. But, hold on.
I'm just saying.
My question to what you were saying earlier. Again, this was not taught in Eleanor Roosevelt sex education class when I had to take it. But from what you're saying, obviously experience based.
Yes.
From a literally serious biological sex ed, is that what causes it, or is it other things that can cause the said clam chowder outside of penetration?
Yes.
No, yeah.
Okay.
I'm suggesting that the pH balance and the bacteria that is within the vagina that is kept in there to keep it healthy,
Yes.
to grow life,
Yep.
and the cycle that happens is just so.
Okay.
So when you introduce anything to throw it up, it does not have to be a penis.
Gotcha.
It does not have to be somebody's tongue. It doesn't
Yep.
anything. Which is why a lot of swimmers or a lot of cyclers may get yeast infections. Too much bacteria, anything can cause
Gotcha.
yeast infection, and
I actually did hear about that. Like with swimming, it does do something sometimes to females.
because it's too much moisture,
Yeah.
and then you have to. It has to be dry. And I'm telling you,
a lot
but
going
if you
on.
think about why, the vagina is literally the reason why we are still here. So we cannot play around with that balance. Otherwise, you can't create life in there. That's all. I'm just saying it makes sense. There's a lot of responsibility on the vagina.
No, it is.
So meaning that it
Again,
has
killer,
it has
we're not
to
coming
create
at you.
I'm
Bang,
coming
bang.
at everybody.
Bang, bang.
I am taking it upon myself as Shalom to come at everybody with these ideas. Because I'm just saying, it's a conversation.
No, for sure.
It is. No, it definitely is. And this conversation needed to be told to everyone.
Yeah, so it could be a number of things. It
All
could
right.
be like the woman is also stressed out. There's so many things.
Oh, stress is
so many
number
things.
one.
All right. So, again, I agree with you. There's moments when, you're trying to get intimate, you pull down the drawers, and bam, you get hit with Under the Sea.
Ariel.
Sebastian
Ariel
sings.
has a
Sebastian
problem.
Under the Sea. Like, listen. I'm gonna be real honest, and I hope no one takes offense. I actually love women. I love everything about them. There are times I want to do certain things, but when you get hit, when you get hit in the face with a stench, you back up and you really think about life. You're like, whoa,
life.
whoa.
To rethink
It
all of
makes
life.
you think about life because you're staring at the portal to life.
Not the portal.
But she actually has a point. She has a point. Life does come from it. So I give you the portal of life. But when the portal of life has a stench, you're like, oh shit, that portal needs to be closed.
Yeah, but what's the men's excuse? What's the cheesy balls excuse?
First off, let's get something straight.
What's the pH going on?
Let's
with
get something straight. I bathe 2 to 3 times a day, mama.
You
My-
do not. Who has time to bathe 3 times? What do you do for?
Are you kidding me?
You don't have
Wow,
time.
he does look kind of clean. Your face does look kind of
You
shiny.
look kinda
and
clean.
I look kind of clean.
It does look kind of
I
clean.
should kick the mic right down your goddamn throat.
I'm so glad I'm over here. I'm not close to Omar.
You look clean.
He does look
You
kinda
look
clean.
wholesome.
You look kind of clean.
You look like you walk
He
past the
looks kinda
bathroom.
polished up.
No. So
3 times.
I said 2 to 3. 2 to 3.
At least 2. At least.
Definitely, minimum is 2.
We
Once in
don't-
the morning when I wake up and once before I go to bed.
To your portal and the last person not cleaning up behind themselves, you paraphrasing this to leave said stench. Men don't have the portal to life.
No, we don't.
Insert things that start the
but
Ferris wheel in there for life to happen. So we have
But they should
reason
also
to be there
clean
too.
themselves.
But
You know,
but that's
you
the
gotta
reason
take
why,
care
and but
of
that's
it.
the reason why in the title I said clam chowder and mac and cheese balls because yes, there are those disgusting guys.
Well,
Yeah.
can you all speak to it? Like,
As far as what?
Have you? So you've never been dirty ever in your life?
Who me?
For
you
sure.
two.
Me?
You, Chris.
Yes.
And you, Omar.
Of course.
The Raphael.
Listen, we're
Sanchez.
We're all
and
former
Christopher.
sports. We're all
Daniel.
former athletes.
Yes. Oh, yes.
So when you're running around all goddamn day long in the sun,
yes.
you get funky. But listen, when game over, I'm rushing to the motherfucking locker room to wash the hell up.
Scrub up.
Game over, shower starts.
Yes.
Yes. That should be the ritual.
And there's many a times my coach used to scream at me like, "Game ain't over. It is for me.
In the
I need
shower.
a bathe."
You're like, bye.
Yeah.
No notes for me.
No.
I'll look at the tape.
I know the tape, exactly. I will say this, being, I'm a grown man. Things happened when I was in my youth, my shorter, smaller days.
Lord.
There were times when I did, hey, the stereotypical, I'll take a shower whenever. So I did leave and just run around, change clothes, and be like, my uniform is dirty, so my new clothes aren't dirty. So therefore, in my head, caveman, I'm clean, right?
Right.
I can admit that, right? I know. Hey, look, scrounge the face up. It's all good. This is a previous Chris, not now. No, I can. To your point, but also I can remember those times. Okay, I'm laughing because I can't believe I'm about to say all this, but hey, this is what the podcast is for.
Bring it.
Some self-love happens, so I even turned myself off.
Oh, wow, right.
With not, like, oh wow, like I should have walked past at least somebody's washcloth and did something right
before your session.
Exactly,
Yeah.
my session, yes, before the therapy session, yeah. But yeah, so to that point, I can only imagine now. I'm thinking with the look on my face, I'm like, wow, maybe that's why that didn't happen. Because again, to your point, it happens, right? It's just like before you know it, and
everybody has. And the other thing is too that men don't have to like I'm talking about, and I'm not a doctor, so I can't medically and professionally speak on this, but I can only speak on it from my experience and all the experiences of all of the myriad of beautiful women around me. We do have that period of righting ourselves if there is any sort of imbalance of bacteria. Okay. Now, that being said, men don't have that period. If you guys get introduced to some bacteria, heaven forbid it's like an STD, right? We both may contract STDs the same way. However, the penis or the butt is different. It has a different writing process to get it back to neutral or back to zero, whereas the vagina doesn't have that, and the vagina is inside of our bodies.
Yeah. Most of our symptoms are external.
So I love that we brought this up though, because it actually had me thinking this is a part of our society that is
shunned,
shunned, not talked about, and hidden, and there's a lot of reason and purpose as to why your body is doing that. So a lot of times you have to let it do that, and we have all these products and things to speed it up, hide it, mask it. That could be doing more harm.
Yeah.
So then it's like you just have to be really careful, because I will be one person to say this nice and loud and clear. Based on my partners, my body has smelled differently, and I can say that loud and clear. And I had one partner want to talk offensively to me, and I very clearly said, I have never smelled that way until you came into my life. Hashtag we didn't last very long.
Exactly.
So I'm just
I was
saying.
about to say, I hope that ended swiftly and fast.
Very quickly. Okay. And he wanted to, I was like, nah, boo. I never smelled like this until you all of a sudden came here. Maybe my body is telling me something about you, which it was. Hashtag goodbye.
Not goodbye.
Moving on.
It was, you got stinky dick, move on.
Exactly. I think you had a slogan that you want to add to that, Shalom.
What? I'm going to chant it.
Oh, shit.
Dicks can make you sick.
Oh, Lord.
Dicks can make you sick. Dicks can make a body sick.
Wait, is it the same thing of bads will make her dance?
Bads will make her
dance. Thank you. Yes, Omar.
The way she did it, I was like, wait a minute, that should sound familiar.
Equal opportunity. This is equality over here.
I love it.
You want to see the bands and make us dance? Yeah, dicks can also make us sick, right? So maybe you need to clean that up.
We're going to package that up. Okay. New single coming this summer from Shalom. Dicks to make you sick. All right. I'm going to add on to that a little bit here. What's clean and smells good to one doesn't always have the same effect for somebody else. Like
oh my God.
My perfumey smell, my 2-3 showers a day or whatever, it's like, well, I take 4 or I take none. Right? And it's just like, well, that's what I smell or what I want to smell. It doesn't match,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then so that's another
So
lane
true.
of like, to Omar's point, like the 2 or 3 showers to me, I'm like, okay, he's ready to go. That's like newborn baby clean right there. Where it's like someone comes in like, no, I wanted you not to take the shower after the game.
Facts.
And I was like, wait a minute, time out now. For me, that's disgusting, right?
That
That's
wouldn't
like,
be okay.
unless it's like so specific in the moment. Like there had to be so many like 19 ifs in scenarios that like there was no water, someone couldn't spit shine, nothing. Like, you know, like we just got to go
No.
have sex like right now. Like we couldn't wait, you know, we couldn't run past nobody's gas station bathroom, like nothing.
Oh,
you know what
not
I'm saying?
the gas station bathroom.
I'm just saying to the
come out
point.
dirtier.
To the point.
She said you come out dirtier. Damn.
You're gonna be dirtier.
But to that
when you
point
come
of
out
like,
that.
you know, to bypass that rule. But again, I had to learn that for myself too. And like we know, understand there's different people come from different walks of life.
Yeah.
We won't get into if one is better than the other. We're just different. And it's interesting, like this conversation, like, oh, that's your choice. You made that,
Yeah.
and it's my choice. And we're both literally saying the same exact words,
Yeah.
but they mean so much opposite. It's like, you smell like that. You smell like that. Right? It's like,
Right.
like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Right? You know, it's like we're saying the same thing.
What? Shalom like she about to say some shit.
I was, but I'll save it.
All right, so I'm gonna do it again, but this time I got my trusty steed, right, Rusty?
What?
Bitch on a horse. I'm gonna have to piggyback on what our good man Chris said.
Okay.
You know, yes, there are those moments where, for some reason, the intimacy has to happen right then and there. Listen, I am not that one. I don't care.
Omar's not the one.
I don't care how much I'm in the mood. We both gotta fucking be clean. I'm not trying to get hit with Sebastian again. I'm not trying to hear a female talk about, well, you put your sick dick in me and I'm sick now. I don't hear that shit. So we both gotta be clean before shit happens.
Wait, but there's so many different circumstances to this if we think about it.
Okay.
We're talking about people who are, what is it called? Exhibitionists?
Okay. Yep.
Or people who have
Voyeurism,
one
all that
night
kind of stuff.
stands,
Yeah.
voyeurism,
Oh, no, yeah.
people who like
And the same thing.
How-
Like
how do they
the people
do
who
that?
play sports all day long and come home and be like, "Hey, I'm just gonna go into the bed." Get your motherfucking ass off the goddamn bed. No, bathe.
One word.
I mean, I'm just thinking in my head for like
Okay.
people who like to just like go for it,
Yeah.
and then they have to pause, and then they have to. Omar, what do you? So if you're like, ooh, I'm ready, and then you pause and you do all the cleaning, you know, the protocols and all that stuff, and then when you're coming back, how are you revving back? You know, and how do you rally your partner? So I'm guessing your partner would be exactly like you. Like,
I will hope
we
so.
ain't doing that.
I will hope so.
We ain't doing nothing.
First off, let's
unless
okay.
we're clean.
But we're gonna be
Listen.
we can keep it real simple.
How do you?
So if I'm gonna get clean, I'm a do a little trick. Like, hey, babe, let's go into the shower. Let's
there
bathe
it
each other
is.
first.
Together.
Mind
Let's
tricks.
bathe each other
Damn.
first.
Right
We
there.
can get intimate in the shower.
There
and
it
then-
is. There it is.
But we're both gonna be fucking clean.
No, and that's a great trick. If you are getting to know somebody, be like, oh, let's go in the shower.
Yeah,
you know
play
what I'm
around
saying?
there,
Because
foreplay
it's
in
always
there.
fun in the shower, but then also you know they're clean. You know they clean.
That's funny. You have a long foreplay in the shower. Yeah, I know. Can you turn around? And,
Let me get your bag. Let me get your bag.
let me lather you up,
Oh,
girl.
let's use more lather. Let's use more lather.
Like, hey, I got I got me a washcloth right here. Let me just
I know, right?
Just gonna rub your legs.
Just go down to your legs.
is that a new bar of soap? Yeah.
I cannot. But to your point, and to Omar, like Omar's talking about, oh, I got offended by the fish smell, but you would be surprised the numbers of men who
yeah.
are attracted
Oh, no,
to it. I had a good friend who was like an
Attracted to
ass. Yes, I had a friend who
Lord?
was an ass sniffer. He wanted to sniff that ass, and like that's difficult. That's
Hold
tricky if you don't know.
up.
I'm telling you, this was a friend. This
hold
was a
up.
friend.
all right.
It wasn't me. Nobody was sniffing
Yes.
my ass. I'm just saying I know somebody who was like, I would like, and I don't think it was like the ass has to be clean, and you know what I mean. It was a particular smell. This is a real thing. You
I know,
guys,
I know.
I don't know why Omar looked like he doesn't know this is a real thing.
First off, I don't do shit like that. So you're
but
telling, so
you
you're
know
telling me
it's a real
So wait, so you're telling me
thing.
that good friend of yours, if you was to have gotten up, he would have smelled your seat to see how your ass smelled.
Wow, that's going totally.
But you talking like ass sniffing? This is the same goddamn thing.
Again, I
He
don't know
just-
where
he just
Omar
sniffed the
takes
shit.
these like.
Lord,
he be
nah.
like dry. Omar's like on the highway, and then he sees the exit, and he like does a U-turn, I don't know.
Well,
what...
you can't do a U-turn. You can't do a U-turn on the highway unless you're trying to kill everyone.
No, you can. You go to the little median thing, and then you
gosh.
go. Okay. Anyway, I'm just saying. I think it's fascinating. Like Chris, to your point, the level, the gradation of what people are attracted to, and the funny thing is, it comes down to like pheromones and how there are certain like particles in our we're releasing, which is why we're attracted to who we're attracted to. And then if you fast forward aggressively all the way to intimacy and the smells that we all share in waste, in semen, in vagina, all that sort of thing. There are particular scents that turn people on and turn people off.
Oh, for sure.
And I think that's fascinating.
And I never understood until I got on this side of adulthood that, when people say it smells like sex in here, pheromones. Like you can come into a room like, what is this?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is so true.
It's remnants
and
of it.
you're like, that's exactly. Because the people, I think, are heightened. And I have a girlfriend as well who was approached. She was moving. And she was selling her things online, and she was trying to make money to move as well, but she was also trying to get rid of things so that she didn't have as much to move. Okay. And somebody approached her to buy her shoes and was very interested in whether or not they were used, how long they were used.
Well, see,
it was like, and then she
that's gonna have to be another podcast because that's not like fetishes.
She found out, but I mean, it's just part of intimacy and personal hygiene. This person wanted the shoes to be used; they had to be like not clean, and it was used. This person was looking for it to improve and enhance their intimacy with themselves or I don't know, whatever it was. But we all know that's a thing too, and it fascinates me that people, what attracts one or what turns somebody up, what could like literally turn somebody off.
Off switch, kill switch, circuit breaker, killed, trip the circuit.
Right. Why are you looking at me, Omar? Chris, I didn't do anything.
You're saying a lot about yourself. You're saying a lot about yourself.
That's so funny. I am going to go. I'm going to say something else here. I've dated both men and women, and I can say with confidence, both. Capital B.
Damn.
Small O, small T. Emphasis on that. Capital H.
You spelled it out.
Both
are equally lazy and nasty when it comes to personal hygiene, cleanliness, and what is tolerable.
Wait, but how are we vetting these people? You know what I mean? Because to your point, you're like, I've experienced dirty asses both times.
That's generalization. That's a that's a broad one. But no, not every single one.
No, but I get what you're saying. I'm saying, how do we stop ourselves from, having these encounters with people who may not meet our our personal hygiene criteria?
Well, current Chris has a smart ass mouth, and I have unlimited passes to the train on Petticoat Junction, and I will hand them out very gladly with a smile showing all of my teeth with the door open, and I might give you a complimentary prize of a can of Lysol or something just to drive it home. But I'm saying, let me say this right here, right? So. And this is not a flex, whatever. You can, Google. Google me, and I'm saying, but there are there are things that I am paid to look a certain way. I'm getting paid for what my mama gave me, basically, right? And I don't say that lightly, right? That spills over into my personal life. Yeah, and I also have a day job, and we're also in here doing this podcast, and. Yeah. So if I can find the whatever sliver of time to be non-offensive to myself,
Omar's 3 showers a day.
Yeah, right. And if you are coming over to my house, I'm going to your house, we're going to some Bates Motel, wherever we're going to meet up, right?
To do whatever.
Whatever we're going to do, play Monopoly, or like what Omar says, my book club.
Yes, that's book club.
Yes, I read to blind and deaf nuns. That's what I do in my downtime.
His spare time.
But if we're meeting, so that means at least at some point we like something about each other, and to the point where we're not turning off each other, and that is sense of smell. That's a very strong thing.
Yes.
So if you come after that and we've met up, especially if I've made time in my day, and you come in like Funkenstein, you're getting an immediate attitude. And it's not to like put you down or judge you. Yeah. It's just. I'm coming with all I just said. I have a lot of things I do. So does every single human being. I'm no more important than the next. But if I took the time, knowing that this was about to happen, and I walked past that shower and jumped in the shower and did something, and you didn't, it sucks to be you right now. I hope the Uber is still waiting outside. I hope
Wow.
your mom can
not
spin
too
the block
late.
and come back around. Like, I don't know. It's that
Yep.
serious for me.
But they also have the
Like, he's
cleansing
$3 for the
wipes.
train.
You said $3. They have cleansing wipes for the women.
So
why don't they? I think they
they have
now
dude wipes.
have like hymns.
They got dude wipes.
They have dude wipes.
They're
It's called
dude wipes.
Dude wipes. Yeah.
Yo, but that's recent. When
Oh,
I
yeah, the
say
dude wipes are
recent,
recent, yeah.
I don't remember those
I think it
in
was
my
like-
Oh no,
20s.
it is recent. But I always before
How
dude,
were dudes
before-
wiping before?
I'm gonna let you know right now. I used to have baby wipes with me at
Yeah.
all times.
Baby wipes. Yeah.
Oh.
Ever since high school, I used to always
Why
carry
didn't you-
baby
you
wipes with
men
me
need
at all
to-
time.
Men need to share that more. I don't know.
Oh no,
a
I
lot of
told people all the
baby
time. They'd be
wipers.
like,
It's not
"Oh, what are you
good.
doing?" I'm like, "Got my baby wipes. I gotta do some stuff."
Hilarious, because women have that, so you can just real quick do, and then you're all like fresh and clean, and you just make sure you.
Yeah.
But guys, like, and I thought about it since the beginning of this podcast, since we started. I thought about the smell. With men, it's always like this dirty smell of like a urinal, so it's like pee.
Oh man,
It wouldn't
that
be-
means they're
That's
not
other
packing
things.
and they're peeing on themselves.
Well, yeah, or they're just like. But I would say the generalization I could say across the board for men that kind
Yeah,
of
that
offensive smell would
And-
be like the kind
yeah,
of
and-
dirty urinal.
Okay.
smell.
And that points to one of those things that points to is how tight the underwear is, because that means that means
Yes.
there's no air getting in there. That means it's trapped in there. Like Omar said, if there's leaking of urine or something, it's staying right there, and
Yeah.
there's no air
Right,
coming in. And if you don't
right,
take your
right.
pants down to pee for
Right,
hours,
right,
it's
right,
just
right.
baking a loaf of
And
bread
then
in your
it-
pants. Right?
Oh, you got the sourdough. That be you, homie.
To me, and I take this a step further. And to me, if you're coming to me unclean, and again, I know there's reasons, again, intimacy, spur of the moment, and I don't, if these are one night stands or whatever, I can't, and I don't want to assign, maybe they should have a shower. Maybe you don't. Maybe this, if we're just meeting up for this, I don't know where you're coming from. I'm
Yeah.
not taking the risk or
Right.
assumption that you have an apartment or whatever. But to me, and especially me being on this other side of, how old I am, how blessed I am to be still living, and I've had my bouts with diseases, and I've had just being transparent. In my younger days, I got the STIs, the curable ones. Thank God.
Yeah.
If you don't clean yourself, to me, you're not going to take the time to go get checked either.
Facts. Yes.
That's just that's your silent declaration to me. If you couldn't take the 2 hours, the 2 minutes, even up to 2 hours or whatever, to jump in the shower, you're not going to take the 2 minutes or the 2 hours to go get checked out. That's what you're telling me. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what you're telling me. Without without opening your mouth, is exactly what you just told me.
Fair enough.
Outside of, again, that 0.01% of time when, like we've said, the sex has to happen right now. My mind won't even entertain that. But every other time, it's a time, there's a date, there's a place we're meeting up. If you come in like that, and I want the same magnifying glass on me. If I come unprepared, I want you to look at me, this dirty dude here. Like, yes, I was.
Yes.
I didn't take the time.
Okay.
Right? That's just
I mean,
me.
fair enough. Two-way street.
Yeah, no,
Call,
for sure.
call me out.
Yeah,
Question.
for sure. Yeah.
Both of you.
All right.
Soulmate. Now, I want you to really think of this.
All right.
Soulmate.
Okay.
Picture this human in your mind.
All right.
Soulmate. And it's happening. It's happening. Are you going for it? And I'm saying it's spontaneous, spur of the moment. This is someone that is your soulmate that you have like been. Wait, hold on.
No,
Bear with
go
me.
ahead.
Bear with me. That you have been with, that and I don't use that term because I know that's a weighty term, soulmate. So this is like, because the reason I'm bringing it up is because sometimes when you have relationships with people, for example, a parent to their child,
Yeah.
I see parents to their child doing all kinds of like things that I literally want to throw up for. But it, like, for the women, it came out of them. For the
Yeah,
men,
yeah,
this
yeah.
is like their child. So you see them like licking their face or like maybe eating after them or sharing. And I was always like, oh, that like turned me off. But then I understood it, especially as an educator. I'm
Yeah.
not doing that with my children, but I see it a lot. And
Yeah,
then I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, okay. It's it's like a bond. It's a relationship.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering for both of you, if it's a soulmate relationship, are these rules changing or are they still the same? Exactly the same. Like, you be like, back up, homie. Like when they woke up in the morning because you're like, you need to go in the shower. Otherwise, you know what I mean? Or if we're talking about like 10, 20 years in, are we still doing that? Both of you. Question. Go.
Well, he thinks.
I know. I feel like Omar's actually thinking. I thought he would like clap back at me real
This
quick.
is.
Well, the thing is, because you also threw us with the down the line.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so down the line, you know, everything changes. Nothing's ever gonna stay the same.
Okay.
But you're talking about like where a year or 2 years in, just like fucking get your ass up and take a shower or brush your goddamn teeth before you try to kiss me.
Okay. But you're saying as time goes, it might
change.
Yeah.
It might change.
How about for you, Chris?
We are going straight to the train on Petticoat Junction.
Really?
If we are to what your point is, you should know that at this point, and again, we're just being transparent. I am on the other side of being a prima donna when it comes to getting myself ready for certain things.
Okay.
Again, I'm tank top down from March to September. I'm not with the clothes or whatever. But like, what's behind that tank top, the skin, moisturize, all that kind of stuff, right? So if we're, to your point, soulmate, we got years in. You are well adjusted to my smart ass mouth. You know exactly what I'm going to say.
See, he's right.
If you didn't do something before, and you know exactly, and I know
that is a great point.
And I know that you know what I'm going to say, you know, vice versa, right? So, yeah, it will change. I know there will be more instances of not than not of not showering, whatever. But I guarantee each and every one of those instances will end up in Petticoat Junction. I'll be there with the welcoming parade. Yeah, that won't. I have a base to myself. I will skip it. I think everyone does. Yeah. Right. There's always the one-offs or whatever. But it will always return to it, like a kite tied to a cinder block. Where's that kite flying from? Oh, right there. That's what it is. It may twist in the wind, but it's always tied to that cinder block. Okay. For me, it'll change. But
I respect that.
For sure. Yeah.
I'm giving
the snaps.
Snaps.
I think I like to just like go for it, but it has to be clean. And I definitely will be offended by odors or fluids or the way that people, the way that a man might handle himself or me. Yeah. But I feel like I'm not the type that will be like, get out of here. Or if I wake up in the morning, like, go have Listerine. And if I really am in with that person and I'm like feeling them and we're like learning each other and becoming each other, I am less offended by everything that they are, all the things that come with their person and part of being human. I appreciate that. So unless it's like really offensive and I understand that life happens too, so certain things will make the human body change, but I tend to want to just like embrace all of it as long as I'm not like totally offended.
I'll say this to put a button on my response to all of that is it's not by definition, get out, like physically, I'm going to watch you march you into the bathroom and hold your mouth open and scrub it out, castor oil in your mouth all the time. No, we're not doing that. Right. But to the point of this conversation and having this, it'll be, I hope, I know myself, and I hope at that point, but being with a soulmate, I would have the conversation after and before and during. Yeah.
Like, and again, they would know you and love you.
Yeah. But again, in between that, the smart ass mouth is still there, but it's like I would hope that they take up the safe space of like, Chris, you're doing too much, you're being mean or whatever. In the same way, I can be like, well, your body odor is mean right now, and having all these things. But again, the variable you threw in there was that the soulmate. If you take that out, then mostly all bets are off. But the soulmate, you give him love, give him grace, right? And again, two-way street, because I'm not always, we ain't ready for the paparazzi every 2 seconds either, right? There's days and it's like, okay, Chris, you and the trash monster from Fraggle Rock looking the same today, right? So it's like you need to go get it all together before I be seen with you. So I get it. Trust me, and I accept both sides. So
right. So in this conversation, I think we need a moment to pause because there's so much here. I think this could be like 5 different podcasts.
We'll return to this for sure.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
But like, so
Chowder. What are we? There's so much good. There's so much bad. There's so many, indifference here. But I feel like I would start with what's not so great about it, and I would have to say the social norms that are placed around personal hygiene and expectations, and not even the expectation is to be clean, but I think there's too much hush-hush and shame put on the reasons and the variables as to why we might not be clean or why. Yep. And I could go on forever about that in particular, but I think that's the iffy part that can be offensive, insulting, and maybe not so great.
So you're saying that's your indifferent or you're the bad part?
Bad. That's what I think is like bad about it, the social norms surrounding personal hygiene and what the expectation is and what people have access to and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll go with indifferent.
Okay.
And I'll piggyback what you say. It's basically not us being not told or taught all this stuff that happens. So, you know, you go down and you smell the sea, you're like, damn, what the hell? But now because, and again, it comes down to no one's really talking about anything. So, you know, clam chowder, mac and cheese balls.
We now have our lunch order for the rest of the week.
It's
on the good.
My stomach literally just changed.
Yeah, good. This conversation. I hope this framework of having these kind of conversations, it can be funny, can be introspective, can be turn you off, right? But these are things that need to happen. I'll use that strong word, they need to happen.
Definitely.
Because a lot of people out here walking around shamed, shunned. You know, should I, do I, would I? Just be yourself and talk about it. Right? And with that, what we learn, kids.
Peace. What's up, y'all? This is Omar.
ShalomIsrael.
And Chris.
From The Good, Bad, and Indifferent. We want to thank you for listening to this episode. You can find us wherever you get your podcasts. On IG, YouTube, TikTok, all of that. So go ahead. Give us a follow. Click on that subscribe button. Leave us a comment and do what you got to do so we can see you on the next episode.